Hey guys, Monster Thinking here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so we've been doing all of the Super Battle Road videos for the new stages, and one thing we have not yet done on the channel is stop to have a look at the actual new reward for beating all the stages. Obviously, if you beat every single one of the stages, and then you do need to replay one of them like 10 times, obviously throughout the course of doing the normal runs and then all of the no item runs. That was obviously a whole bunch of runs in one go to finish all of the missions. So we now have the LR, Goku and Kid Gohan on this crazy mech thing. They have a Goku family leader skill, 4 key and 120%. Obviously, if you can get one copy of them, like free to play, they are a very solid leader for making that kind of team, so that's really good. And then they have an interesting super attack setup. So their 12 key super does colossal damage and seals super attacks. And then their 18 key raises defense and does mega colossal damage. So sealing can be useful in certain scenarios. So there would be times where you would want to prioritize only getting their 12 key super attack. But the fact that they raise defense on their 18 key is really good because it's an infinite stack as well. So they are going to be useful in some of the longer form events. So if you have a look at their passive, they get defense 59%, attack 59% when performing a super attack, plus an additional 58% if it is an ultra super, key plus 5, and recovers 8% HP at the end of the turn as the third attacker in the turn. So you get a little bit of a bonus if you put them in slot 3. Obviously, for the sake of this video, we're going to be showing them off in slot 1. I gave them 9 additional, 14 crit and 3 dodge. If their raising defense was on the 12 key super, then maybe I would have given them a little bit more additional. And then obviously I've only just gotten all the copies, like put them together and rainbowed them, so no skill orbs, no link levels yet. And they are on Goku Family, Kamehameha and Joined Forces. So we're running them on a Goku Family team. One of their best link partners is actually going to be the other Super Battle Road LR, the Gohan. So we're going to try and get them linked up as soon as possible. We don't have them around at the moment, so we are going to keep the high school Gohan around just because he provides that very nice support buff. So we'll see what we can get from them out of this turn here. We're going to have legendary power active thanks to the Gohan. Wow, 3.7. That's pretty good. And yeah, the super attack animation is pretty cool. The weird mech thing is very strange, but yeah. Pretty cool animation there for the 18 key super. So we need to float off you, and then I guess we can give you all of those. Won't super attack with you because he will absorb that, and then we'll go for those with Gohan. So it's interesting to see this unit actually being semi-decent, because the problem with the Super Battle Road rewards, at least for the first 2, have always been that they weren't particularly good, right? So when the first ever 10 stages of Super Battle Road came out, we got this LR Gohan, and he was quite bad. Like, even back then, if you beat all of the stages and like rainbowed him, a lot of people actually considered it to be a waste of your orbs to actually rainbow him, which it's not really what you want when it's, you know, the reward for completing what was at the time like by far the hardest event in the game. And yeah, people were very underwhelmed by the reward. So obviously Gohan got an easy A, and now he's pretty good. The Int Goku was a little bit more usable than the physical Gohan, but like even now, like, he's still very dated. He's not very good. So when we get the first 10 extreme category stages, we'll then get the medals to easy A him. And he becomes a lot more useful. The Gohan, after his easy A, is actually really, really good for Super Battle Road. Definitely use him in the Goku Family stage for Super Battle Road. But then it'll be interesting, because the third one that we got was the Kid Goku and Bulma riding the dinosaur. And they're pretty good. They're an interesting one because whilst they are kind of good, you have to like build the team entirely around them, because to fully maximize their passive, you have to have a certain number of Dragon Ball Saga Youth and Dragon Ball Seekers allies, plus joined forces, although I think that only gives you extra keys, so it's not really that much of an issue. But it means it kind of ends up so that there's only really like one specific team build that they're good on. So it's kind of hard to judge them overall, like how good they are, because you really can only use them on one team. And so then we have this guy. So again, really you're only going to use him on Goku Family or Kamehameha, but he's putting out some decent enough numbers. So if we have him linked up with the Gohan, he has All in the Family, Saiyan Warrior Race, Z Fighters, and Saiyan Lineage, and then obviously Legendary Power will proc as well. So let's go ahead and grab those, and then we can't quite get the 18 key super, so we'll see what we can get out of him here with all those links active, and then the support from High School Gohan. And then obviously because the unit has Goku in his name, he activates that part of the LR Kid Gohan's passive, so he would still be a really solid tank. So I do think this is a pretty strong rotation, especially considering technically they are both free-to-play LRs. Like, enough of the stages of Super Battle Road have been beaten free-to-play that even if you can only beat one stage and just beat it multiple times over, it means you can get the one copy of the unit, so you do at least have a copy of them. And so yeah, both of them work really well together. They're both free to play, Goku Family team, and obviously the fact that the Goku and Gohan one that we're showing off today activates the passive of the physical Kid Gohan. That obviously just makes their pairing even better, like aside from the fact that they are super good link partners, the fact that they actually complement each other pretty well in terms of the passive is also very good. So take out 17 here, move on to 16. So we're going to have type disadvantage, so let's go ahead, and the only problem I'm noticing here is obviously we are very much lacking on the key link. So shocking speed is kind of their main key link, it seems. And yeah, if we don't get that, kind of have trouble getting their 18 key super. What is their defense now? 122,000. We've only 18 key super attacked once during the event, so obviously our defense has not exactly been built up super high. So we'll go ahead and do this, and then let's just grab these. So maybe like an orb changer is probably something you would want to bring alongside them on a team. We talked about this very briefly when I was talking about the EZA Prime Battle Goku. The fact that eventually all of the Super Saiyan Bardoks will get an EZA. And then that TEQ Super Saiyan Bardock is suddenly going to become a lot more useful, because both the Prime Battle LR Goku and probably this Goku and Gohan as well could definitely benefit from having a TEQ orb changer around who is actually a solid unit. Because unfortunately, without their EZAs being a thing, the pretty much all of the Super Saiyan Bardoks are almost unusable in harder events now. The TEQ one was very good specifically for supporting TEQ units. Otherwise, the physical one was probably the best one to use overall. And you take him into a harder event now on a team, and he just gets absolutely destroyed. So now that Mars Saiyan has his EZA, if you weren't aware, those Super Saiyan Bardoks all Dokkan awakened with medals from the Mars Saiyan Dokkan event, which means that at some point, the way these EZA like trends go, is that at some point when Dokkan deems it fit to do so, the Mars Saiyan EZA will come back and then be set up so that the Super Saiyan Bardoks can awaken from those medals. It'll probably be like when the like various different versions of like Boo and stuff awaken from the same event, where unfortunately you will have to spend stamina in order to re-farm the stages. But then yeah, I'm imagining that is what they're going to do for the Super Saiyan Bardoks. And then the TEQ one is going to be very, very good to run alongside both this guy and the Prime Battle LR. So on a Goku Family team, you could quite easily have him as a floating unit and use both those LRs on different rotations. So I guess the one thing is, because we're struggling to get his 18 key super a little bit here, but obviously while we can't do it in this event, we do seal on the 12 key super, which is useful, and we are still hitting a pretty reasonable attack stat. But Obviously, the 18 key super is the one that infinitely stacks our defense. So obviously, that is the one that realistically we want to be getting like as much as possible. Especially in these longer form events, we want our defense to be as high as possible. So go ahead and take out Cell here with the Dokkan attack from Gohan. Probably takes him out. Well, we haven't taken off a huge amount of his health, so maybe not actually. But we got support from the Super Saiyan Goku and Gohan here. And then we got Super Saiyan 4 Goku still to go next. So we're going to do a lot of damage this turn. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. Or we just crit on the Dokkan attack for over 5 million damage. Could just do that. So, yeah. Give me some tech orbs. Alright. Is this enough? Okay, good. Right, let's do this. So we can get our 18 key super attack. Perfect. Now we can do this. And then we can do this. So finally going to get another defensive raise. And yeah, 3.5 million. I mean, that's really not too shabby. Like, especially if they continue the trend of every time the Extreme Super Battle Road stages come out, they give the previous like Super Battle Road reward cards Dokkan Awakenings. Sorry, EZAs. This guy could potentially become absolutely ridiculous because obviously hitting a 3.5 million attack stat is nothing too crazy nowadays. Like most new Dokkan Fests are doing that at Rainbow, obviously, let alone a free-to-play LR. But obviously an EZA for them would be easily like a year or two down the line from here. Because once the next set of Extreme category stages come out, obviously they'll do the awakening for the Kid Goku and Bulma. Although I said awakening again. Extreme Z awakening, so technically it's the same thing. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see what kind of updates they make to this guy. Obviously, because we're not linking him up with someone with shocking speed, that's potentially one of the reasons why we are struggling to hit that 18 key super consistently. But he still hits around, what, 1.7, 1.8 off of his 12 key. And in something like Super Battle Road, he obviously seals on the 12 key, which is pretty good. And even without getting many defensive raises, because we're missing out on the 18 key super, he was still sat over like 120k defense the last time we checked. So we have actually 18 key supered once more since then. So we'll go ahead and see on this next turn. We do have support on the rotation again because we have the Goku and Gohan Super Saiyan card here that does support Goku family. So yeah, now we got 150k defense. That's much better. So we'll go ahead and do this, see if that can finish him off. Otherwise, Gohan can come in and take care of him in slot 2 here. So yeah, I mean, double-digit damage with type neutral, thanks to their defense being so high. It's perfectly good. I don't know why this KO screen, like this final pose of the Goku, looks very strange. I don't know if it's just me. His face looks kind of off, but maybe that is just me. Alright, so yeah, locking units in place is going to be a thing that we're going to do now. Okay, so let's do this. Do this. And then this. And we can see how we get on here. I mean, he's super attacking High School Gohan, so not only do we have type advantage, but High School Gohan has damage reduction, pretty solid defense. Yeah, 19k. High School Gohan is such a good unit. Like, he's one of the best super type support units in the game. Any like Goku family team build, if you have this guy, once you've picked your Super Saiyan 4 Goku or the Go Bros, depending on who you want to actually use as the leader, pretty much your next pick should be the High School Gohan if you have him. He's just so good. It's a nice big crit from Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And then we're going to have, what, one more turn. This next turn we're going to have the LR without support again. So hopefully we can get a decent amount of orbs. Yeah, not really. So if we do this, we probably take him out, and it didn't drop them down the way I was expecting anyway, so See if this goes through here. I guess we can hold out for one final rotation, because we will finish him off this turn, and then we can go on to the final one. So 1.26, not great. That's without any support. Because, I mean, as much as, you know, at the end of the day, even though he's free to play, this is a Rainbow LR. So 1.2 million on his 12 key super is not really all that good. So let's go ahead and do this. Try and save these TEQ orbs around if I can. In fact, yeah, let's drop these ones down as well. There we go. So we got a nice setup here. We're not going to have support again on the next rotation, but at least we can actually get the 18 key super, and then we probably will wind things down there for this particular showcase. So let me know what you guys think of the Goku and Gohan card. It's definitely an interesting card. Like, the art's cool. It's a weird little card to have them on the crazy walking mech bike thing, but it's pretty cool. The card itself is decent. Goku getting the level 3 dodge. I thought he was countering then and we missed the flash, but just getting the straight up level 3 dodge. But yeah, if you build the team the right way around this guy, obviously ideally, as good as he links up with this Gohan, you really want to have someone with shocking speed around for the key. But I mean, he's got 126k defense with no support. And if we grab this, there you go, we can actually get the 18 key super now, so we can raise our defense again. So we'll end it off with this turn. Let's see what attack stat we're looking at now. Again, no support. We're taking double digit from the normal attacks, which is cool. And then 2.5. Yeah, it's not terrible, but there you go. So free to play LR, technically. It's one of those things, I've said this before with the previous versions, is I don't think you can argue that it's a free to play LR when they're rainbow, because that means you do have to beat all of the stages, and I don't know out of these new 10 if they are all beatable free to play. But yeah, I mean, you can get one copy of him at 55%, absolutely he's a free to play card, but maybe not at rainbow. But let me know what you think. I would say out of the Super Battle Road reward cards that we've had so far, he probably is the best looking one. But I mean, that's not too hard considering how bad like the Gohan and the Goku were when they first came out. So let me know what you guys think down below. So that's going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the link to my Discord in the description. Feel free to join in the fun over there. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.